Good afternoon, lacrosse fans. Welcome to NorCal Sports TV.com. Joining you for the WCLL Division II Championship game held at Rancho Cotati Stadium here in beautiful Rohnert Park, California, about 45 minutes north of San Francisco. I'm Jack Witt, and I'm joined here with my co-host, Ethan Whitehall. How are you doing, Ethan?
Good. How are you doing, Jack?
I'm doing well today. We got a great matchup between the number 1 and number 3 seeds here. We have Sierra Nevada College Eagles facing off against the UC Davis Aggies. Yesterday, Sierra Nevada College took the win over St. Mary's 16-4. And then we had a great game between UC Davis and UC Santa Cruz with a final score of 12-6, I believe. And today we have a couple players to watch just to highlight before this game gets started. For UC Davis, we have sophomore long stick midfielder Dominic Piombo, a first-team all-conference player. He has also been named Defensive Player of the Year for the WCLL. He's going to be in number 2 for the UC Davis Aggies. And he's definitely a player to watch, having a goal and quite a few ground balls yesterday. He was all over the field. If you had the pleasure of catching that game, we had an action-packed game going with UC Davis running 2 long poles on offense. So we'll see if they do that again against the Sierra Nevada defense that's been so stout in the past years. We'll see if they go with that offensive strategy, having a long and tough game against the Slugs from yesterday. But everyone's looking good today. We have a great venue here in Rancho Cotati High School. This is Merritt Stadium. We're here in beautiful Rohnert Park, California. And Ethan, what are you looking forward to today?
I'm just looking forward to seeing 2 teams play good lacrosse. That's about it.
Yeah, and for this Division II championship, we actually saw these 2 teams meet last year in Novato, California, last year for the finals in the championship here, and Sierra Nevada defeated UC Davis 13-4. And I understand that Sierra Nevada had played UC Davis earlier in the season with a score of 20-1. So we'll see if UC Davis is going to make any changes on offense, or if the Eagles can continue their stout defensive stands that they've been really known for in the WCLL all around. Want to highlight a couple players on the day for UC Davis. We have Nick Lombardo, freshman, number 9. He's going to be a second-team WCLL all-conference player. Joining him is Fordham Lee, number 17, also a freshman out of Davis. He received honorable mention WCLL All-Conference for this year's play. Also for UC Davis, we have David Uloa, a face-off specialist, number 15, the sophomore, received first-team All-Conference honors. He'll be a factor at the face-off X. We saw him yesterday taking a majority of the draws for UC Davis and having a lot of success. So even joining in the offensive end, I know he had a goal or 2 and contributed to the ground ball scraps as much as he could. So he'll definitely be a big factor today. Also for UC Davis, we have Alex Katz, number 7, the senior, received first-team WCLL All-Conference honors for the short stick defensive midi position. And as we mentioned earlier, joining him will be long stick midfielder Dominic Piombo. Number 2, the sophomore, received first-team WCLL All-Conference honors as well as the Defensive Player of the Year honors. For UC Davis also receiving honors in the WCLL All-Conference, we have Will Richardson, number 3, the sophomore, received first-team honors. Also joining him is going to be Liam Condon, number 10. He was definitely a force to be reckoned with on the offensive end yesterday, scoring a goal the freshman for Davis, got second team WCLL All-Conference honors this year. In goal, we have Arthur Antonio, number 19, the sophomore for Davis, received first team honors, playing a stout game in cage yesterday, a big factor for UC Davis, and we'll look to see if he has some big saves against Sierra Nevada's shooters today. Also for UC Davis, we have Coach Frank Resiteritz receiving Coach of the Year honors for the WCLL. Huge honor for Coach Resiteritz, and we'll see how he leads these Aggies today. Ethan, if you're coming into this, you know Sierra Nevada has a great offensive unit in Jack Southron. We have Jake Caligari out there, as well as Connor Rideout. Three players who have scored majority of these goals and assists, receiving a lot of help from the midfield as well. So what do you do to slow down SNC's offense? Do you run a zone? Do you use these long pulls less on offense? What are you thinking?
Well, watching what SNC did yesterday, they get the ball around really quick, and when they play, when their defense is playing man, they're usually able to get around him pretty quick, find an open man, get some shots off. So I'm thinking, if I was UC Davis right now and I was defense, I'd play zone more than man.
Yeah, that's a good point. They St. Mary's went into a zone for a little while and unfortunately couldn't get onto Sierra Nevada shooters' hands in time. So we saw that work for a little while. It was a 6-0 first quarter and a 2-2 second quarter after St. Mary's switched into that zone. Coach Chris Calvarese really making that switch in game that had some effectiveness. So we'll see if UC Davis does something similar today. I would think that they would run their long pulls a little less on offense. They tend to run 2 long pulls on offense, but with a short bench, it might be tough for them today. And we'll see the teams start to line up for what looks to be the national anthem. Fans are pouring into this beautiful venue here, and we have NorCal Sports TV hosting this live broadcast. A wonderful feed for you. Again, I'm your host, Jack Witt, and I got my fellow Cougar Ethan Whitehall here with me. Take a moment of silence for the national anthem so we get it going here. A little bit of technical difficulties here. See with the play button. So while we have this quick second, I want to highlight a couple of the WCLL Division II All-Conference players from Sierra Nevada. We have Jake Caligari, like we mentioned earlier, number 18, junior for Sierra Nevada, receiving second team WCLL All-Conference honors. And here we go with the national anthem. Good afternoon again, folks. If you're just joining us here in Rohnert Park, California, we have a great WCLL Division II championship matchup between the number 1 seeded Sierra Nevada College Eagles and the number 3 seeded UC Davis Aggies. We were just going through a little bit of a WCLL Division II all-conference team, highlighting some Sierra Nevada College players. Like we mentioned, Jake Caligari, second team WCLL all-conference. We also have Jack Southron, number 8, freshman, getting honorable mention WCLL all-conference for the attack position. Joining him, the midfield position is brother Nick Soup Southron, number 7, the sophomore, received first team WCLL all-conference honors. Having a great season. Also joining him at the midfield, we have Drew Horton, number 12, the senior out of Buffalo, coming in at a second team all-conference honors, as well as Balin Marshall, number 30, the sophomore, receiving second team WCLL all-conference honors as well. We also, joining him at the long stick midi position, we have Juan Carlos O'Neill, number 28, the sophomore, receiving second team WCLL all-conference honors. Ryan Simmons, the freshman, number 9, receiving honorable mention WCLL all-conference honors. We also have for defense a Rancho alum, Cale Tuttle, number 27, the senior, receiving first team WCLL all-conference honors with a great season from him. Christian Bosley will join him, number 36, will receive second team WCLL all-conference honors. Also, for Sierra Nevada, goalie Eddie Erickson, the sophomore, number 15, will receive second team WCLL all-conference honors, wrapping up the WCLL all-conference player honors with having gone over the UC Davis team a little bit earlier in the stream. They have quite a few factors on this defensive end, especially on this face-off unit as well. We're going to see David Ulloa, a huge factor yesterday, as well as Dominic Piombo, the Defensive Player of the Year, number 2, scoring a goal on the offensive end and making things happen on the defensive end. We'll see him near side here, and David Ulloa is going to take this first face-off against Kevin Pham. We see Ryan Simmons on the far side with Liam Condon out there as well. And we're about to get underway here for the WCLL Division II championship game. And the first face-off looks like it's going to be a great ground ball scrum and a great pop out there by Dominic Piombo. And I'm joined now by the Sonoma State head coach, Panchito Ojeda. Panchito, how are you feeling today?
Good, Jack. How are you?
I'm doing great. Wonderful day for some lacrosse. We have some clouds, but it's looking like it's a great day for the players out there. Great conditions, no rain. So, great day for some lacrosse.
Yeah, the temperature's wonderful. Guys won't get tired. 2 games, 2 days. Nice to have a little bit cooler day as opposed to the hot sun.
Yeah, definitely. And we see UC Davis controlling this first face-off, working the ball around, and Piombo taking a shot from up top. That's a great shot from Piombo. Great overhand shot, and just misses Cage a little wide left. We see UC Davis bringing the ball back in now. And a great stick from Christian Bosley there to dislodge that ball and take it away right away. And they're looking to Cole Kennedy for the face-off, for the clear now, rather.
Yeah, good clear by the Eagles, and they got some numbers here if they want to push.
Yeah, we see Connor Wright out in the starting position today. Unfortunately, Kyle Spurzl undergoing an injury yesterday that'll keep him sidelined for today. So we see Wright out, the freshman, number 13, in that starting position with Jack Southron and Jake Caligari. This attack unit has been really important. A shot outside from Drew Horton. This attack unit has been really important for Sierra Nevada today. Do you have any keys for the game for either team, Ponch?
Yeah, so Sierra Nevada won the last matchup 20-3. So obviously, UC Davis, I think, keeping the game close in the early goings to keep some confidence so they don't let the game get away from them. Obviously, Arthur Antonio in goal for Davis is huge. He's got to come with some big saves. You know the SNC offense is pretty good. And then if you're Sierra Nevada, it's you got two big things. One's overcoming Coach Matt Day not being on the sideline, handling that adversity that exists there. And then the second is putting the ball in the back of the net in the sense that, as we just saw from that last shot, there's some overconfidence. That was a 16-yard rip that's probably not going in, and they have to play smart. You know, they can't just turn the ball over.
Yeah, definitely, and a bad shot is just like a turnover, and we see a goal now. UC Davis starting off the scoring, and that looks like number 18, Stanislav Baranovsky, scoring that first goal.
It's good enunciation right there.
Thank you. And we saw him get on the board yesterday as well, looking good for that under dodge. We can see the replay coming up now, and you see just the Sierra Nevada defense really just not sliding. I mean, no one's really on him. I think like Coach Ponchito was saying, overconfidence right there, just believing that the player is not going to score, and allowing to get a hands-free shot right there is going to be a killer for.
Yeah, Eddie's got to stay tall in that cage, man. He's better goalie than that. He knows it. He'll get the next one on that save because he's right there. And he tried to dip his shoulder a little bit and gave the top spot open.
Definitely.
But he'll get the next one.
And we see Dominic Piombo again gathering that ground ball. He's definitely going to be force. And we see him getting off the field yesterday. We saw UC Davis running 2 long poles on offense. It looks like they're going with a little bit of a different strategy. Connell Hart losing that ball right there, and Christian Bosley coming up with the ground ball, looking like a fast break for Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, UC Davis has really put their athletes at LSM position, and they're making plays. Here we go. That's a great move.
Connor Rideout with the bouncer, getting to the middle of the field. Great shot there out in front, left-handed.
Great patience by Rideout. You know, he kept his feet moving, and he held that ball in his stick. It looked for a second it might just drop out, but he held it in there and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, avoiding those checks as best he could. We're all tied up here, 11 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first quarter, a lot of time left. We see, I believe that's Chandler Peck out there for face-off for Sierra Nevada. And I would believe that to be David Aloa again for face-offs. Yes, and it would be David Aloa. And another face-off win for Aloa, getting it back to Piombo. Great ground ball.
Dominic Piombo, man, he's just an excellent player. What a machine.
Great shot there, getting in the middle of the field. That was Uloa. Great bouncer to the middle, getting to the middle of the field and just getting his hands free.
So interesting note here. We're 4 minutes into the game, and I think Davis has possessed the ball for 3 of the 4 minutes. I wonder if that will play a factor as the game goes on, wearing out the SNC defense a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely think it has the opportunity. If you see SNC's sideline, I believe they only have 4, possibly 5 long pulls at their disposal. So the more that they're playing defense, the more fatigue that they will get. We see some great all-ball defense by Cale Tuttle there, looking to pester Liam Condon.
Yep.
And there's Juan Carlos O'Neill leading this fast break.
Oh, the good find.
Nice find. Great finish there by Jack Southron.
Yeah, Jack Southron's not going to miss that one. That's for sure. And, that's probably the game plan, right?
Yeah.
As soon as Davis passes to a long pole, get a long pole matchup, shut off, and let your defense go to town.
Yeah, definitely. And just past the middle there. We'll see on this replay.
This is a great pickoff here by Carlos. He just anticipates the pass and jumps it.
Yeah, you see him there getting that pick and taking it right down the middle of the field.
Yeah, Juan Carlos is a Novato product.
Yeah, he is. We have a couple Novato products. Jake Caligari joining him down at attack from the Novato High School, the old venue.
Yeah, Caligari, Juan Carlos, Chase Rudy, who's not suited up as far as I know, is up at Sierra Nevada, and then also Christian Bosley played 3 years in Novato before his senior year at Carlsbad High School.
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yeah.
And they also have Coach Dylan Fangmeyer on the sideline, a Novato alum as well.
Right. A lot of Hornets here.
Yeah. And we have Drew Horton taking a bouncer.
Oh, wow. That was
Behind the
incredible
back.
patience by both the goalie and Southron.
Great save there by Arthur Antonio. And a tough ride here. Great patience there. Number 21, Carter McCormick, bringing up that ball. See UC Davis get their offensive sets on. We saw a lot of patience out of them yesterday. Do you think they have any intention on trying to sub out and slow it down, or keep the poles on and be ready to play a little bit of defense? What do you think Coach Resetarit's strategy is with keeping those 2 poles on?
Well, I'm just looking at the sideline, and I see 6 field player subs and a goalie, so I'm betting he wants to slow it down.
Great move there by Joel French. Getting his hands free. Cale Tuttle with the on-ball defense.
And you have to wear down these defenders. I mean, Tuttle and Bosley are both really strong, and then Juan Carlos O'Neill at LSM is also sort of high-level players. So you need them to be a little tired to take advantage of them.
And a check there and a good ground ball. Loses the handle. Unfortunately, kind of gave up on that one. You see number 22, Harrison Baker, coming up with it.
Harrison Baker, local product too. He's from Petaluma. Lefty attackman for the Aggies. He played 4 years Petaluma High School. He's a sophomore, right, this year at
believe
Davis?
So, yeah. He is. Yep. He is already a factor in this game. UC Davis will retain that possession.
This Bosley playing some good defense here. He's got to be careful with that stick.
Yeah, definitely swinging it around. You see a little bit.
You never did that in your day, did you?
No, never, not once. And we see Nick Southron stuck on defense. We wonder. I wonder if they'll try and go at him if they can get this ball back. But it looks like Juan Carlos should be able to retain this, and he does, getting it back to Eddie Erickson.
Ground balls are sloppy today.
Yeah, looks like the sticks are not as warmed up as they would like them to be.
It's been interesting to see if they leave Southron on, or they. Here he goes. He's going to sub and get some fresh legs.
Yeah,
smart move.
Looks like they'll get the entire offense subbed off, or the entire midfield. Pardon. Jack Southron controlling the ball now and getting it to Balin Marshall. We'll have Marshall, Nicodemus, and Dubiak here at the midfield line.
Nicodemus is a player, I think, that, for SNC, maybe not in this game it matters as much, but I think it matters for the national tournament. He's got to be the guy that steps up and is kind of the leader of this second line, because he's super talented. He's got a great shot. He's a good athlete, and I think he can make some problems for that second-level D midfielders.
Yeah, he definitely can, and we see Calgary with a bouncer here, missing Cage, a little right wide, and right out with the backup. See right out looked like he wanted to feed it into crease, but didn't get enough on that pass. UC Davis will look to clear.
So Davis is off to a pretty good first quarter.
Yeah,
it's
they are.
2-1.
They definitely are.
10 minutes in.
Their clear is looking very polished. They're looking composed, ready for the moment.
Just curious how long they can last. It's not enough. There's just not a lot of players there.
Yeah. But looking great pass to Connell Hart here, and a good stop low. Eddie Erickson getting this ball out to Stefan Sandoval, who will look to clear it.
Yeah, I really like Eddie Erickson's game. He's a really good goaltender. He's got good step. He's good outlets. He's really active with his voice and cage.
Yeah,
I love his game. I think he's going to be a great player. He's a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. So he's got
sophomore.
2 more years after this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
great
fantastic.
poise and cage. Just a knack, a natural ability to find that ball when it comes out of shooter sticks. He was always fun to go against in practice. And we'll see SNC setting up, being a little bit patient on this offensive end now. The score is 2-1 SNC.
So I wanted, before I made a comment, I wanted to look this up, but I think Jack Southern's going to be a huge key for the Eagles. He had 9 points in their last time they faced Davis.
Oh, yeah.
And
I know he's averaging like 3.6 points per game, so he's definitely a big factor. He's a strong right-handed shooter, but can go at him with that left hand. And great defense there on Cole Kennedy. That looked like number 18, Stanislav Baranovsky, who had the goal earlier, but the Eagles getting that ball back.
Yeah, Davis defense is hanging tough. I mean, they're working hard. They're giving up some stuff, but they're doing the things they need to do. And then there you go, Tom Piumba, man, that guy.
All over the field.
I love that young man. He's an awesome kid.
Yeah, all over the field. Showing really why he is the defensive player of the year. And he'll get off and get a rest, and the Aggies will look to clear. Sierra Nevada runs the 3-3 drop ride,
which a good job.
Yeah, has potential just to slow down the other team at least enough to force a failure to advance. But it looks like the Aggies are going to get it in the box here.
I don't think we're taking statistics up here, but I believe the shot count right now is pretty low for both teams.
I would say
Davis is under 6 probably, and SNC is under 5, I think.
Yeah, I know both goalies have 1 or 2 saves each, and quite a few shots have been off cage. So we'll see what these Aggies do. It looks like they're in a 2-3-1 right now. We've seen them motion out of that and into a 1-4-1. Ponch, what do you see on offense here from the Aggies?
Well, it looked like an old World Cup type play, Pile everyone on the crease, pop somebody out. It looks like they're just being patient, trying to attack from X a little bit. They're trying to set up the step-down shot for either a long pole or a short stick. And SNC seems to be content with letting them have the ball back there. So.
Yeah, and we see Connell Hart receiving the pass, rotating it around to Nicholas Costa, who gets it to Joel French. Back to Liam Condon. Liam Condon had a goal yesterday. We'll see if he goes to cage. Oh, great look inside. Just couldn't connect on that one. And man.
That was a good look. Curious if the officials are thinking shot clock here. It's been over a minute.
Yeah, and this is what you want if you're UC Davis, chewing up a lot of possession time, holding that ball. If Sierra Nevada does not have it, they cannot score. Oh, and a shot from Condon.
That's a great save by Eddie Erickson. He's doing a great job right now. He looks good.
Yeah, taking up a lot of the cage on that low angle shot.
I'll be curious what they're going to do at halftime. I know they have another really good goalie in Noah, and I'll be curious to see if they look to switch the 2 goalies or if they leave Eddie in.
It looked as if Noah was warming up yesterday at halftime to go into the St. Mary's game, but they stuck with Erickson, so we'll see if they do the same thing today. Possibly getting fresh feet in there, fresh eyes in Noah Bertrand.
Yeah, I mean, this is the officials got to put the shot clock on. I mean, this is the definition of stalling offense. I feel like Quinn Kesnick right now. He's complaining about the shot clock all game.
Drew Horton here on the defensive end, short stick defense, and we see Connell Hart taking a shot and then Erickson eating that one up. Erickson will look to clear, getting it to Kyle Gomez-Flowers.
Gomez-Flowers, a Casa Grande product.
Yes, sir.
Another local kid.
Yeah. A little bit of an errant pass there, but Jack Southron corralling that, and SNC will touch it up in the box.
It's been great seeing Gomez-Flowers really flourish in the role of defensive midfield for the Eagles. He's a junior now, and he's really stepped up in that way to be really valuable asset for them there, especially with the graduation of a large class last year.
Yeah, it actually says on here he's is
just a sophomore?
Yeah,
he might just be a sophomore.
Yeah.
I might have my years wrong.
But yeah, Gomez-Flowers being a really big contributor to the Eagles. We see an errant pass.
Oh, you got numbers.
Yeah. Oh, great pass in the middle and great shot and goal there. That's going to be number 8, Brandon Choi.
Yeah, that was great offense right there. It's a really good job by Stanislav to recognize, or not Stanislav, sorry, Harrison Baker, to recognize that they had numbers if he pushed the ball up the field. And now we're at 2-2, and that could be a dagger type of goal. 9.5 seconds left in the first quarter, and as Davis ties it up.
We'll see a quick replay here on the screen. A errant pass leading to a great ground ball there. And like you said, Ponch, great recognition just to push that numbers game and getting a hands-free shot in the middle of the field. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The score is 2-2. So seeing the earlier score of 20-3 between these two teams, Ponch, do you think that Sierra Nevada came into this game a little bit overconfident?
I don't know if they're overconfident, but I think it's just natural that you beat the other team by a lot, so you just mentally you're not quite as sharp as you are when you know it's going to be a close game. Mm-hmm. I don't think that they have a ton to worry about. It's 2-2, and they didn't play very well in that first quarter. I mean, how many turnovers they have on the offensive end? They forced that last goal came off of a forced feed to the middle. Mm-hmm. So I think that they're in decent shape, and they'll bounce back here in the second quarter. Davis. Solid quarter, right? That's what you want. 2-2 is awesome. Biggest question is, can they sustain the effort and the output?
Yeah, and we saw Sierra Nevada really struggling on the face-off X, so we'll see if they can get anything done in the second quarter now.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little bit of the Division II national picture. SNC. Played a tough schedule over the course of the season, and they played Fullerton here on the West Coast, got a nice win there, and then when they were down south, they also played Minnesota Duluth.
Yes,
during Duluth's tear.
Yes, that was looked like a tough game. I didn't get the pleasure to watch that one, but that looked like a tough score, and I talked to a couple of the Sierra Nevada players after that one, and they said they just fell apart that game a little bit and had some tough plays, but that was early on in the season. They have a lot of new players, especially guys stepping into roles that they weren't doing before with the graduation of such a large class. We have Juan Carlos switching from LSM to down D, Christian Bosley, who had previously played a little bit of short stick for us, changing roles, and a lot of other guys just stepping up. So I think they were really young, and they're still trying to figure out that identity. But we saw a 5-3, I believe, game against the current number one team in the nation, St. Thomas. So to me, that's a little bit of confidence for them. And my question is, do you think they still make it if they don't win this game?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. They're kind of right on that bubble spot, right? They have the one win over Fullerton, which is good, but they lack the other win that they would need to be able to really stamp it. And so I think this loss would definitely hurt. They would not want to see that.
And there's a shot from Liam Condon there, SNC with a face-off violation.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, it looks like SNC subbed right there, and they could have stayed on, and they ended up giving Davis a 6-on-5.
Yeah, we've seen that the SNC face-off men get off the field as soon as possible, not wanting to play that much defense, and a great look inside, great handle there. I think that was Brandon Choi on the handle and Joel French on the feed. Just couldn't connect on the cage, but Davis will maintain the possession.
Yeah, Brandon Choi is working really hard off ball and good player. I like his game. He's given Bosley a workout on the field.
Yeah, he definitely is, and wearing down these SNC defenders is what UC Davis needs right now. They're getting quality looks on cage. I think if they can continue to play this way and use this play style, they can really save their legs for later in the game. We see Joel French being guarded by Juan Carlos O'Neill here.
It's an interesting setup offensively.
And we'll see ground ball scrum here. Looks like Ryan Simmons trying to get in there, but UC Davis coming up with it. And that's Troy there being harassed by Bosley.
Yeah, no over and back on that one because it was off of the defensive player's stick or foot, whatever.
Either or, and it looks as if UC Davis will throw the ball out of bounds, and Sierra Nevada will look to clear.
Yeah, SNC's got to clean up their offensive game right now. Their defense is playing fine. Giving up 2 goals, 1 in transition. The offense has to start doing their job.
Great ride here. Gomez, Flowers, getting through everyone.
It's good individual effort. Creighton, created transition out of nothing.
And just can't handle that pass there. Right out, having some trouble. But UC Davis will look to clear, and they'll get the ball right back. We saw Santa Cruz yesterday unable to possess the ball as much as they would like to, or anything to get their offense going, and having a lot of trouble against this UC Davis defense. It's starting to look like Sierra Nevada might be having a little bit of the same trouble. We'll see if they can snap out of it. It's definitely difficult without the head coach on the sideline to help.
Yeah, going to be a failure to advance. Oh, that's a delay game.
No call there.
Lucky to get away with that one. Got to put the ball straight down.
We'll see SNC's offense set up. We'll see if they possess the ball a little bit more. Looks as if UC Davis is not afraid to push out a little bit. Their defense looking a little bit spaced right now. We have Southron, Kennedy, and Nicodemus out on the offensive unit. Guarding ball right now, we have Isaac Sparks.
Sparks, good player from Bishop O'Dowd. Tough player, strong defenseman. He's played at Bishop O'Dowd for 4 years. His dad's a head coach there, and he came into college ready to play, and he's been a contributor since day one.
Some stout defense here from UC Davis. Piombo on ball and Nicodemus. Nicodemus getting a good shot off. It looked like that one might have hit pipe.
That was great. It was a great shot. A nice ground ball by Southron.
Loses the handle, but steps out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be UC Davis ball. Tough break.
Yeah, official's right there, though.
UC Davis will again look to clear. And a great clear there for Davis. Getting that ball right back. Bit of a misstep there by Connell Hart.
I mean, how awesome is it that you look out there and they're wheeling a long pole
I know.
down to offense?
I know. It's it makes me envious being a long pole myself. I see them really having fun out there. The UC Davis offense flowing nicely.
Yeah, see if we can get a long pole goal. That'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely sparked some commotion on the sideline from UC Davis. We saw them getting loud yesterday. We see Stefan Sandoval on the ball here. A rotator around to Connell Hart. Oh, good feed inside. Just can't connect, and Cole Kennedy will pick that ground ball up and look to leg it.
Oh, they're going to have numbers if he runs past this guy. Nice job by Condon. Or is that Hart? I'm sorry.
That would be Connell Hart.
Yeah, Hart.
On ball defense, not allowing the offensive player to run down the sideline, but not getting beat with his hips. SNC will look to set up yet again. Still 2-2. We have about 9 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Not that much action yet. These offenses starting to be more and more patient. Just misconnecting on a couple feeds that really look to be there. Is there any adjustments that you would make, Ponch, as a head coach? Would you call timeout at all? It looks like this SNC offense is really having trouble ticking.
Yeah, I mean they're just stagnant. They're just not moving the ball. Here we go. We got a transition break right here. This has got
tough break. We'll see if they can keep it in. Nope. That will be SNC ball. Lucky break for SNC there.
Yeah, it's the old Mac Brown rule at Denver, right? The ball dies in your stick, then you sit on the bench, or I forget how the old adage goes, but I think right now the ball's just staying in one player's stick too long. It's got to be in his stick and then out, or in his stick and then dodging, and it's that simple. I mean, like right now, Nick can go for a quick run and see if it's there. If it's not, move the ball.
Yeah, especially with the long pole, getting a good pick from his brother, getting inside. Nick Southern looking for that shot, tiptoe and crease.
Nope.
Oh no, he did not. He stepped in. That'll be a tough turnover right there.
I mean, Davis gotta love this. It's one and done for SNC every time down. It's and it's under 30-second possessions.
Unfortunately, they're getting a little sloppy on their clears right now. They do have the 30 seconds to get it over into the box, so it's unfortunate to see them throw the ball away like that. See if they can value the next couple possessions. SNC looking to try and set up their offense and get something going. They'll get it to Rideout, who will look to work it to Southern, or actually Kennedy, back up top. We have Drew Horton up top, number 12, guarded by David Aloa. And Kennedy just being swarmed, getting past everyone. And wow, a nice shovel goal there from Kennedy getting in the middle of the field. That's a tough one for goalie Arthur Antonio.
Yeah, it's a great individual effort. Nothing more to say about that. He split the double, got creative, stuck it top cheese.
Yeah, and we'll see a replay right now. Really just go past these two, split that double. Punch was saying get it under and just shovel that one in. That's a tough break for the lefty goalie.
Well, maybe that's a break SNC needed to launch their offensive prowess.
Yeah. Definitely could be what SNC needs, and we see Kevin Pham and David Aloe going at it at the face-off X again. Great battle. Looks as if, great dive there from Ryan Simmons, but Piombo will come back up with that ball, and Antonio will look to get it out quickly. Aloe with a nice one-handed snag. He'll look to push it. Great fast break. Oh, great save there by Eddie Erickson. Ball still loose out in front. And Christian Bosley's going to come up with this one.
It's a great decision by Bosley right there to go backwards.
Yeah.
He's probably going to get trapped on the sideline, and instead he gives his team a chance to actually clear the ball.
And it looks like they will clear it and get it in the box. Sun is coming out for us here now. Again, we're at Rancho Cotati High School, Cougar Stadium, for the WCLL Division II championship game here between Sierra Nevada College and UC Davis. It's been a great game so far. Sierra Nevada leading 3-2. About 6 minutes left in this second quarter.
There must be a flag down because Davis has 7 guys on the field, and they just subbed the 7th guy on.
There is near the 40-yard line on the far side, and we'll see a shot there by Balin Marshall and another one. And UC Davis will gain possession, and we'll see the Sierra Nevada College man-up unit coming out for the first time today. We'll see if they can convert.
Speaking of man-up units, we should give a big thank you to NorCal Sports TV and Skynet for doing this production. These guys have been amazing. Their work, their quality, the level of professionalism. It's been awesome to see WCL being showcased on YouTube, and just big thanks to those guys. Kevin and Dion run that, and we couldn't be more thankful to have them here.
Yeah, they really have a great production going, great quality. Really love everything that they got going, and a risky pass there from Cole Kennedy.
Yeah.
Shot there by Quinn Nicodemus, and he just gets the ball back.
That's a goal. Oh, he held up. I thought he was going to shoot it.
Southron with a shot now, low to low, and Antonio eats that one up.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know if SNC practiced against the lefty goalie all week, but on a righty goalie, that's a great shot location, right? Lefty goalie, it's an easy one.
Hip. So just in-game adjustment that the Eagles might need to make as UC Davis looks to clear.
SNC's done a great job with their ride. They're keeping the Aggies in these 10-second counts. It's getting close every time.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that had to have been like 8 or 9.
And UC Davis looks to push it a little bit. It seems as if Sierra Nevada wants to get a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end as well to get their offense back, the ball back.
Yeah, SNC just needs to get some separation here. It seems like they're starting to settle down on offense, but they got to put the ball in the back of the net.
Cole Kennedy here on the defensive side, and we saw number 14 Nicholas Costa throw that back, and a great defensive flick that looks like number 24 Isaac Sparks.
Oh, for you young players out there, if you're an attackman, you lift stick right there, let that ball go out. You don't have to pick it up.
Looks like timeout UC Davis. And I just want to take this timeout, this small period of time to thank some of our sponsors as well for this WCLL tournament. Have to give a shout out to the Rancho Cotati Youth Club for allowing youth players to enjoy this wonderful game that we have and get them ready for the next level. I'd also like to thank Epicenter, the Family Fun Center in Santa Rosa, doing a great job of providing family fun for anyone that's in the Santa Rosa, Sonoma County area. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to 101 Lacrosse for allowing us to use all of their pop-ups and just growing the game here in the Sonoma County area, devoting time and effort. We have Director Ponchino Ojeda here with us for 101 Lacrosse, so just love what you're doing, Ponch, with the game, allowing Sonoma County products to really be exposed to more talent and those college coaches to get them out and on to the next level.
Thanks, man. It's team effort. You know, it's about all the coaches here in Sonoma County and in all of Northern California, just working to grow the sport. You know, I love talking to other travel clubs and other folks in the area and just doing everything we can to help get lacrosse sticks in players' hands. It's a great game. It's a great alternative to some of the other sports out there, and you know, it's given so much to me. It's whatever I can do to help give it back to the community is great. So thanks for the shout out, but
yeah, definitely.
I'm doing very little. It's mostly the other guys around me doing all the work. So here we are. We got a timeout. It's 4:39 left, 3-2, first half. While we have a moment, just talk about Twitter. You know, Jack and I would love some interaction from you guys. You can tweet at me at FM Ojeda. That's OJEDA. Jack, do you have a Twitter handle?
No, I don't really. I don't go on Twitter too much.
It's too bad. You're missing out. Hopefully Jordan Harris is listening and will give a tweet at us and tell us about all his rankings so we can pump up virtual varsity for him. He's done a great job with that little blog, stepping in for the collegelax.us days that are no longer here.
Christian Bosley on ball. Joel French taking a shot. A great bouncer.
It's a nice start for the Davis coming out of timeout.
And a great hustle play to chase that ball. Brandon Choi keeping that possession for the Davis Aggies.
I love Choi, man. He's awesome. He's a great effort kid.
Yeah, he's been all over the field today. Big factor on the offensive end for the Aggies. Still running those two poles.
Yeah, let's let Piombo take it to the cooker, man. He looks ready.
Yeah, he has a short stick, Kyle Gomez-Flowers guarding him right now, and we see, looks like Choi looking to set something up, try and get any kind of slide, and a great hands-free shot there by Joel French. Good save by Eddie Erickson.
Looks like there's a little miscommunication on defense. Bosley's covering two players. So here we go. We got Davis in nice possession here. Again, working those minute-plus long possessions. Got a couple shots now, so it's great. You know, SNC's got to find a way to get that ball on the carpet.
Yeah, and they're looking to push out just a little bit, not too much, and we see a great check there from Quinn Nicodemus to dislodge that ball and get it back. Looks like a pressure ride almost from UC Davis, trying to get some pressure on goalie Eddie Erickson, and we'll see Kyle Gomez-Flowers run into two poles there. It's a little bit of a
They
benefit.
got him. Oh.
errant pass to the middle there. That's a tough break.
Juan Carlos had him, but he just couldn't get it there.
Yeah. And UC Davis will reset their offense. This is a tough look for Sierra Nevada, having done so well yesterday in the clear game, having a rough clear, and we see Jake Caligari stuck on the offensive side. He'll slide in and let Ryan Simmons run in there for the defensive end.
It's good also by Caligari.
Yeah,
Simmons is an interesting player. He's a good athlete. I love his motor. He goes hard. He goes really hard.
Yeah, he has, I believe, 66 ground balls on the season in 12 games. He's a great player, great freshman, and great addition to the team. We see a little bit of a high hit, nothing called, though, and Cale Tuttle picking up that ground ball. Getting it out to Nicodemus, and this should be a clear, unless Piombo having some great defense, and he just lodges the ball and picks it up. And they're going to look like a ward. Anyways.
That's great hustle play by Piombo, and then number 14 here, Nicholas Costa.
Yeah, and UC Davis really possessing this ball with after the timeout. I don't believe Sierra Nevada has gotten it into the box since that timeout. Having 2 chances.
Failed clears will be the undoing of your game.
Yeah, so we'll see if going into halftime if Davis can pick this up. Looks like they'll take another timeout.
Yeah, I used to have a saying, if you can't clear, you can't win.
Yeah, really hurting Sierra Nevada right now. Coach Dylan Fangmeyer and Coach Todd Grimm going to have a word. If you're Coach Fangmeyer and Coach Grimm, what do you tell your players right now?
Just got to calm down. Just got to run the system, and they're trying to clear the ball in the first 10 seconds, which is fine if you're having some success doing that. But when you're not, you got to slow it down and work that ball up to sides, find that 2-on-1, and just get that ball over. Don't rush it. There's no need, and they'd be good.
Yeah, and UC Davis seems to be having a lot of success with leaving those 2 long poles on the field, allowing them to really disrupt Sierra Nevada's clear, running into those 2 poles already in the middle of the field. Looks like it's proven to be a tough journey for SNC.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes have been tough. The first time this quarter, they started to establish some offensive rhythm. They were getting a little flow. Ball was going down there and getting some shots on cage. And last 5 minutes, it's been all Davis. So they just need to clean it up a little bit.
Fortunately, goalie Eddie Erickson having a great game, standing tall in cage there, making some big saves for Sierra Nevada and really keeping this game in their hands for the time being, as long as they can continue just to play stout defense.
So let's look at the Division II picture. Who do you see as the top 4 seeds? The UMLC had the top 6 teams in Division II. Just squared off in a battle for the championship.
Yeah.
Which was won by St. Thomas.
Yes. I still see St. Thomas as holding the crown out there, as well as all over the MCLA. But having watched North Dakota State, I think this year they really have the components to be that number 2 team, and unfortunately they had lost to St. Thomas. But I think on another day we saw it last year. We saw St. Thomas. We, having played both St. Thomas and Concordia, I thought St. Thomas had the talent level to repeat as national champions, but Concordia just outplaying them in the championship game. So we could see that again from St. Thomas, possibly being a little bit young now. They graduated quite a few seniors, but their talent level is there. I believe North Dakota State is a solid number 2. Minnesota Duluth, you can't knock what they've done this year. Definitely.
Are they the only team to beat the Tommies, I think, yeah?
I believe so. I'm not sure if North Dakota State beat them during the
it was regular season.
During the regular season, yeah.
Yeah, here's that shot clock we were talking about earlier. They finally put it on. So Davis is going to hold probably for the last shot. They'll have to shoot at least 5 seconds before the end of the regulation.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get a good shot off. Christian Bozzi on ball right now. Joel French carrying. French will look to pass. Some great defense there by Nicodemus.
Yeah, he's playing well on defensive end.
Nicholas Costa gets that ground ball, though. And we see
Shot clock violation.
yeah.
So 8 seconds left. See if Gomez Flowers realizes it.
Wonder if they'll call
Not
timeout.
gonna have enough time.
Nope. Yeah. Great defensive stand there from Sierra Nevada. You see the defense getting excited over there, taking it into half with the 3-2 lead. If you think, if you are UC Davis, do you change anything up on offense, being down by 1, or do you just continue to run it the way you are?
I think you just do this. I mean, you're right in there. What more could you want? You lost this team 20-3 last time.
Yeah.
So you're a 3-2 game. How do you keep that going? And all you gotta do is flip the script to be 3-2 in the second half, or 4-2 in the second half, and grab the W.
Yeah.
You don't gotta win this game by 10. Just gotta win by 1.
Definitely.
So I think for them, it's keep the score low, keep the ball on offense, and just find a way to stick a couple more.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break here for halftime, and we'll get back to you. A couple minutes left in the halftime, and get back to you for second half action of the WCLL Division II championship game here at Rancho Cotati Stadium. Good afternoon. Joining you back here. Joining you back here is I'm Jack Witt with the second half here of the WCLL Division II championship game between the Sierra Nevada Eagles and the UC Davis Aggies. We had a slow first half. UC Davis really taking care of that possession time. So the lead is 3-2. Sierra Nevada winning right now, but UC Davis having a lot of success. And we see Quinn Nicodemus gaining that face-off and getting it down to Drew Horton down at the attack. And SNC will look to set up their offense. SNC having a little bit of trouble possessing the ball in the first half. We'll see if Coach Dylan Fangmeyer and Coach Todd Grimm can make the adjustments to get these guys settled down and make sure they possess the ball as much as possible to wear down this UC Davis defense. UC Davis running 2 long poles on offense as well. So these guys are definitely well-conditioned and definitely in shape. As we see an errant pass here from Sierra Nevada going UC Davis's way. And joined now with me in the booth, Panchito Ojeda.
Sorry, I had to get some coffee. Snack Shack makes some really good coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Legendary, I hear.
We have to give a shout-out to our snack bar sponsor, Black Bean Barbecue, providing us with some great pulled pork and a little bit of an errant pass here from UC Davis. We'll see if they can clear. They're being very patient, and they'll get the ball over the midfield line into their attack.
It's funny, I was walking up and I saw that SNC won the face-off, and I was thinking to myself, this is just what the doctor ordered. Get the ball in the O, stick one, and send the message.
And it looks like they'll get the ball back. I'm not sure what that call was. But we see SNC settling in. Jake Calgary in the middle, being guarded by number 7. That's going to be Alex Katz, the short stick defensive midfielder, first team WCLL All-Conference.
Yeah, Davis' D certainly playing stout today. See if the Eagles can get something rolling here.
Yeah, it looks like Davis is ready for the task. We see Balin Marshall on the dodge now, and a great pickoff there by Antonio. But some good hustle by Jack Southron. Get that ball back. And it looks like a push on Sierra Nevada. It'll be UC Davis's ball. And they'll look again to clear. Great look to Liam Condon. And they'll easily clear it in the box here. Eagles again on defense. Looks as if, UC Davis still running those 2 poles out there, just slowing it down.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a race to 5.
It could be. And SNC looking to weather this storm. Pass up top to Condon. And they'll work it around. It looked like Cole Kennedy took a little bit of a risk there, and they look to feed inside. And loose ball will be picked up there by Eddie Erickson. And he'll calm it down and get it over to Cole Kennedy. Swarming ride there from the Aggies. Great pass.
I'm impressed with Kennedy's clearing ability.
There's no one in cage, and Cale Tuttle will score that one. It looked like UC Davis was in a 10-man ride.
I didn't even look down there to see that, but obviously they were. That was great recognition by Tuttle.
Yeah, great recognition to see no goalie was in the cage. He was at least 10 to 15 yards away, and we'll see here on the replay. Great pass. And right there, the recognition that the goalie was out of cage and just the lob in. That's a momentum swing for Sierra Nevada, putting the lead 4-2.
Yeah, I like the move by Davis. So you get out there in 10 man, see if you can't create a turnover. Killing and chewing up more clock. Love the idea, but got to get out of it when it's too late.
Yeah, and Ponch, you have some experience. A great Great push here by David Lowe, but just an errant pass. You have some experience with the 10-man ride. What are some keys to running it effectively for those of the viewers that don't know?
Well, first I need to give all the credit to the other coaches who have taught the 10-man to me. I did not come up with that on my own. But the top keys are one, you got to be in it. You got to be committed to it. I love the way Arthur Antonio was committed to it, staying out on that attackman. And then number two is you got to have the ball carriers got to be under duress. So when Tuttle was carrying free, coming down without the prospects of a good double team, you got to get out of it. Whether you call Geronimo or Crash or whatever the words you use at your school, you got to get out of that set. So
yeah, definitely. We see Nick Southron now with the ball with a little bit of an errant pass, and they'll throw it away. UC Davis picking it right back up.
Yeah, it's May. These sticks do not look as crisp as they should. I think these guys are better players than this.
Yeah, I definitely think so, and maybe a little bit of jitters. We know that Kyle Spursel, a big reason for this attack success, along with Jay Calgary and Jack Southron. He is unfortunately sidelined for this game after sustaining an injury yesterday. So they could feel a little bit out of sync. We'll see if UC Davis gets this clear now, and it looks like they will bring this in with a 3-on-2. And some great defense there to dislodge that ball.
Yeah. Lucky not to get a push the possession call there.
Yeah, just the push. So UC Davis will retain this possession, and it looks as if Juan Carlos is really getting aggressive here. All of the pulls from Sierra Nevada know how to throw the checks and lay the lumber. So we'll see if they start to push out a little bit on this UC Davis offense. Especially with two long poles on the field, I would think you'd want to push out as much as you can, make someone beat you.
Now here you go, Don Pioma with the dodge. Oh, we're gonna have a goal.
Oh, great shot there, just a bit outside. That was a great look there from Liam Condon. Really shooting that with velocity, overhand shot, maybe just a little bit less of an angle than he wanted.
Yeah, I love the way the officials have been officiating this game, too. They've handled all the technical stuff pretty well. It seems pretty consistent from our vantage point. And they've done a great job of keeping the flags in the pockets. And I think the players have responded in kind. You know, it's been physical and tough, but not illegal.
Yeah, it's been a great day of lacrosse here as UC Davis will retain that possession. I believe that was Nicholas Costa getting that ground ball. We'll see Stefan Sandoval guarding him. Pretty far outside. A great rollback there. UC Davis just being really patient. We saw the shot clock being put on them already. Do you think with the shot from Condon that you as a referee put that back on? Do you think they're making an attempt to go to cage here?
I mean, I think in my opinion they need to put the shot clock on. They should have put it on sooner in the first half. But the way they've administered it, it's been consistent.
Yeah.
Just letting them play a nice slow lacrosse game. So if SNC wants that clock to come on quicker, they've got to press out quite a bit further and really force Davis's hand.
And Piombo here, looking to dodge. He had a goal yesterday. Oh, and a great stop low by Erickson. Who'll get it out to Southron. And Southron looking to clear, and they have numbers.
They do. He's got to move the ball.
No one picking him up, and he'll take that shot. Great save there by Antonio. Great save to send it the other way.
That is the opposite of what you want with SNC.
Looking like a same level shot. Goalie saw that all the way, and just a great save, standing tall in there. Getting the ball out quickly to send them on a fast break, and SNC will pick back up on defense now.
You know, I love Nick Southern shooting that ball if he gets it back from the attackman. Gets that ball down the side, they swing it back up, and he's stepping into that shot. I love that opportunity for him. He's got a great cannon. He can snipe the corner. You know, and then you got the goalie looking down at GLE or X and swinging it back around. Not going to see that ball as quickly.
Yeah, SNC starting to look as if they might might be panicking, wanting to shoot it on offense a lot more than they can. But Cole Kennedy with a nice fast break here. Jake Calgary getting that ball down to Jack Southron, who shoots, and great save there by Antonio. Another great save by the UC Davis goalie.
I mean, if Davis wins the championship, Antonio's got to be up there as MVP. He's playing fantastic.
He's playing great. Him coupled with Piombo are just a really big factors for this defense, and they clear with ease this time at looking to push it. I believe that's Stanislav. Yeah, Stanislav Baranovsky. And they'll look to settle it in. Again, UC Davis just possessing this ball for a long time, this half especially.
Reminds me of the Ohio State-Denver game from a few years back that spawned the whole shot clock conversation when Ohio State killed the last 8 minutes of the fourth quarter. Just ball possession.
And UC Davis has the chance to do that again today. We see Cole Kennedy on ball and a great double there from Cale Tuttle.
I mean, I wish I could look at the stat book right now, but I would bet that Davis is under 20 shots for the game so far, and they've had the ball for at least 2/3 of the game so far.
Yeah, great move there by Southron to get that ball touched up in the box. And you hear from the Sierra Nevada sideline to slow it down, getting that yellow call in. They'll get Nick Southron as well as Stefan Sandoval off the field and get some offensive midfielders on, Quinn Nicodemus and Balin Marshall. We also have Danny Dubiak on the field, as well as Drew Horton, Jake Calgary, and Jack Southron finishing out the attack for Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, I'd like to see Southern take his guy a little bit. You know, be the as John Danowski says, be the party starter. Get that thing rolling.
Someone's got to start it. So like to see him with his 3.6 points per game get something going. We also know Jake Calgary can definitely dish it from X. So like to see him get started back there. But he's been at crease a lot. And a great no-angle shot there from Drew Horton. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there from UC Davis.
I don't even know how that ball went in the goal.
He was at a very low angle, but a great bouncer to work it past him. We'll see on this replay just an adjacent slide there, and not really. He was below GLE there.
Oh man, he's got to get his head up. It's a good goal, but most of the time that's probably not going in. He's got to get his head up. He's got to look across and see Southern for the easy step down G, and that's going to be important in the national tournament. That instead of taking that shot, you're dumping it across the field and putting that ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, but a great finish there by Horton, the senior, getting it done, just individual effort. And we see Kevin Pham back at the faceoff X, Piombo getting in there. Like to see some attackmen. They can go to the 30. I don't think they realize. I think they're at the 25. That's just a good check there from Flowers. Unfortunately, can't pick up that ground ball, and it'll be UC Davis ball.
It's a great check. Great no call by the official. Love the hustle from Kevin Pham. Tough kid. Works his butt off. He's fourth-year senior, or fifth-year senior, I think, at SNC. This is his final season. He's telling everybody, I want to play some more lacrosse.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely looking to make the trip to Salt Lake City, and the winner of this game, correct me if I'm wrong, receives an automatic qualifier to head to the tournament.
They do. They get the coveted AQ.
Everyone looking for that spot, and just an errant pass there. We see the hustle from Brandon Choi, missing that ground ball and just sending it out of bounds, and we'll see what Sierra Nevada can do. They're looking to stay in the pressure ride, but Sierra Nevada gets it up to Nicodemus, and Antonio wasn't coming out of cage from what I saw. Did you see?
No, there's no 10-man there.
Piombo all over ball here. He's looking real fancy with those checks, and a great find, but Jack Southern just couldn't handle that ball. Looked like it went right past the stick and hit him. Possibly a nice check there from the UC Davis defender. That looks like number 3, Will Richardson.
So a good look by Nicodemus. Just got to finish it.
Yeah, and Condon with the ball now. Looking to push it up, getting it over to Nicholas Costa, rather.
biggest concern here for Davis, you're down 3 goals. It's 2:55 left in the third quarter. You've only scored 2 goals in the first, basically 45 minutes of lacrosse. You got to find a way to stick 4 in the next 17. That's going to be tough.
Yeah, and we've seen the Sierra Nevada defense really standing tall, playing tight and very compact, and getting these doubles going. And Christian Bosley with a great check to D-stick. Oh, dangerous pass. And a shot there from Condon. Great save. Erickson low again. And he'll work this one back and look to clear it. He'll look up to Cale Tuttle to clear. Great shot there by Condon, just going low. But Erickson was there to stop that one.
You can tell Davis is thinking about this 10-man. They keep leaving the attackman wide open, thinking about this 10-man, and they just have not jumped into it yet.
Yeah, we see on that replay just a great save going low from Erickson. They've been going low all game, and he's been there to stop them. Great wind-up from Condon. And S&C will work this ball around.
Oh, here you go. We haven't seen this all game. Just patient, settled possession from SNC. I wonder if coaches are really trying to slow this game down a little bit.
Yeah.
Let that defense get a break.
Looks like they are. Dom Piombo will push out, try and take this ball away.
He's got an endless motor, that young man.
Yeah, it seems
Love
like
it.
he does. Oh, great save. That's a tough shot on a... It's a flag down?
Offsides.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
That's a tough shot on a left-handed goalie going down the alley. We'll see it on this replay. Quinn Nicodemus getting down the alley at the hash. And that's a really tough shot. A great save by Antonio standing in tall, making sure that ball doesn't sneak past him. But we'll see S&C's man-up unit start to work now.
I've been impressed with Antonio today.
I have too. He's been looking really good.
Yeah, I watched him all through high school. He's a good player in high school, and Sonoma State wasn't the right place for him. But I liked him in high school. I like him more now. He stands tall. He's strong. He's commanding the defense. It looks like.
There's
That's an athletic goal.
Yeah, that was just an individual effort. Great pass there by Calgary to find him inside. Nick Southron just getting that ball and going to work, even on the man up, having one on him. We see Calgary find him inside and just tiptoeing that crease, getting a better angle.
Great body control.
Yeah, finishing it with that right hand. 47 seconds left in this third quarter. 6-2, Sierra Nevada College. The last 3 goals in this the second half. It was 3-2 at the half. We'll see what Quinn Nicodemus can do at the face-off X going against David Aloha. David Aloha, been a very good performance from him this entire weekend, and he scrums that one around to Piombo, who wins that GB. Uloa's been impressing me as well, really showing why he received that first-team WCLL All-Conference honor. Fighting for every ground ball, winning a lot of these face-offs. So we see Sierra Nevada look to clear this one, and they will. They'll touch it up in the box. And it looks like Sierra Nevada will call a timeout, a regroup here with 20 seconds left in this.
They're thinking about the dagger.
Trying to get a great look off. They got 20 seconds. Punch, what's your go-to? I know you don't want to reveal any secrets, but if you're coaching your 101 guys and you got 20 seconds left.
No, yeah, I learned this from the old Marquette basketball coach, Buzz Williams, and he told me, didn't tell me this personally, but one of the things he wrote about was the best thing to do is to go to plays that teams you're playing use all the time. Because, number one, they probably have success in offense against their defense. And number two, it gives your guys something new to work on. That gives you a new look, a new change. So your bread and butter kind of changes each week. Hard to scout,
Definitely.
And so we love doing that. We have a couple of plays that we'll go to at Sonoma or 101, but a lot of times it's about using something that you've seen someone else do and had success with and just, giving it a different name.
Yeah. That's great advice. We'll see what Sierra Nevada comes out in with 20 seconds left, and We'll see Cole Kennedy look to start with ball. See if Antonio can come up big again. He's been a huge factor, really keeping UC Davis in this game, keeping them within striking distance. We know with the sport of lacrosse, teams can definitely score in bunches. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see what kind of play SNC's running.
Oh, jeez.
Kennedy getting inside, but Antonio's just staying tall.
Wow, Antonio is doing great.
Yeah, doing all the work. And that'll tick down the third quarter. We have a score of Sierra Nevada Collegiate Eagles 6, UC Davis Aggies 2, heading into the fourth quarter of this WCLL Division II championship. And looking ahead, Ponch, we have a great Division I matchup coming up at 2 o'clock after this. Cal and UC California and of Berkeley and Cal Poly. How do you see that game going?
Well, Cal Poly and Cal played in San Luis Obispo earlier this year. It was 9-8 win for the Bears. I think both teams are going to battle. It's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, the face-off dot, the two face-off guys tied for first team, Galante and Brown, clearly the two best face-off guys in the league. I think goalie play is also very even with Beatty and Epstein, two of the better goalies in the league as well. So, I would guess it's Cal's offense versus Slow's defense.
Yep, that's what I would think as well, and great matchup following this game. Very excited to watch that one. Huge fan of the WCLL tournament here at Rancho Cotati High School Stadium here in Rohnert Park, California. We're about 45 minutes north of San Francisco, located right next to beautiful Sonoma State University.
So we got a tweet in here from Flo, we're just going to call him Flo. It says that the attackman in the SNC game is number 9 for Davis, not number 8. So
Nicholas Lombardo.
I wonder if he's any relation to the lefty for Cal, Jake Lombardo.
Good to know. Thank you for that information.
Newbury Park, nice little school down in L.A. area. We have a young man, Ryan Hampton, who plays for Sonoma from Newbury Park.
Great ground ball scrum here. Looks like Piombo might come up with this one. And SNC's Kevin Pham corralling this and getting it over to Jake Calgary.
It's a big win for the Eagles. They basically finished the third quarter on offense, start the fourth on offense. Little nicks for Davis. Little nicks. They got to find a way to persevere through this.
Great move there. Get inside and just a mama's goal outside shot there by Drew Horton.
All the mamas knew that time. There was no celebration.
I didn't hear the cheer. Great outlet there by UC Davis.
Oh,
that's going to be Connell Hart there on that outlet.
Well, that is a 9. It looks just like an 8.
It does.
I have to talk to Frank about his jerseys.
Yeah. Number 2 also looks like a 9.
Well, number 9, Nicholas Lombardo. Love his game.
Yeah,
works hard.
We do.
He's athletic. He's a good little player.
Definitely been working there on the crease for UC Davis, being a big factor, especially in the ground balls. And another mama's goal.
I like it. We're shooting more.
Yeah.
Everyone's shooting more.
A little bit more action. And SNC will get this one out quick, up to Stefan Sandoval, who control that.
They got numbers. They got 5-on-4 right here.
Back to Stefan. Oh, great backup there by Jack.
I love long pole shots, but I like more is I like when long poles dump into attack when they're wide open on the crease.
Yeah, I like that as well. I like Stefan's confidence. I know he likes to try and score goals playing short pole last year and the last couple of years. He's a great player with a great motor, so we know he's got enough energy to take it to the offensive end. Drew Horton here again, rolling back and getting double teamed very quickly.
It's too much.
SNC will turn it over once again.
Yeah, it would have been a great movie. He tries to slide a little bit and dumps up top. It would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But it really had a nice little opportunity for an extra man.
And here's Lombardo touching that ball up in the box for UC Davis, passing it over to Joel French, and swinging it up to Connor McCormick out there on the offensive end. He'll be joined by Liam Condon. Oh, great checks there by Ryan Simmons. Flag down.
Yeah, not surprised there's a flag there. He's
right on the knee.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you gotta control your stick a little bit. He brought it back too far, I think, and it's an easy call for the official.
So we'll see UC Davis go man up for the first time.
It's a good aggressive play right there. Just keep that stick down.
And we'll see a replay on that. Yeah, and just hacking, coming over top. A little bit out of control there from Sierra Nevada. We'll see if UC Davis can capitalize this with 12 minutes left in this WCLL Division II championship game.
Oh, we got a shout out from Scott Southrun. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Scott. We appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
I don't know if we're actually awesome, but we'll pretend.
Yeah, I like to believe that I'm still awesome after those years.
Oh, that's a great job by Drew Orton right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we let him play on, officials.
Oh, a little force there in the middle, and it looks like Davis will pick it back up and get it back out.
Oh, here we go. 4-on-4.
Great hustle there by Kyle Gomez-Flowers.
That was really good. Really, really good. I like the way Orton handled that initial start at the midline. Sealed his defenseman, got that ball up, and tried to attack and transition. You gotta complete that play or don't make that pass.
Yeah, especially man down.
Mm-hmm.
Like to see the SNC offense settle down a little bit, but understand after winning 20-3 in the previous game, they definitely want to put up some goals. But right now they need to control the ball, control the offense. Defense looks like they're continuing to play very stoutly, but UC Davis hanging in here. Hats off to the UC Davis squad. As Ponch mentioned a little bit earlier, really running with only 5 or 6 subs here today, and doing a great job of just continuing to compete. And we had number 14, Nicholas Costa, on that shot. Great save by Eddie Erickson again.
They're hanging around for all you card players out there. This is not what SNC wants.
No, it is not. Quinn Nicodemus with the long pull now on Joel French.
There's Lombardo. Oh, that's a good take. Nice stick by
nice block shot.
Juan Carlos O'Neill.
And you'll see another flag down.
Yeah.
I believe that it would be on. They're going to call a hold.
I think they're getting for a little extracurricular right after the ball went away.
Yeah.
A little extra shove there, unnecessary to do that. And now SNC's played man down for last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and we'll see the man-up unit continue to operate for UC Davis. This is a dangerous time for Sierra Nevada. You'd like to see UC Davis continue to just work that ball around quickly and try and get a hands-free shot off. They definitely have the shooters to get it in the goal. Looks as if they're running a bit of a wheel play right now. They have Comden out there, the long pole, and just an errant pass that's going to be Sierra Nevada's ball. We'll see if they jump into an aggressive ride here, being man up. SNC getting it out and getting.
They're setting it up. They got their pole kind of sitting up a little bit to see, but they're not actually going into it. They're looking for it.
And you see Nick Southron in the middle, looking to get that ball. Eddie Erickson. Oh, Southron wide open. Southron, great cut back to the ball. And he'll run right past his attackman. He'll touch this one up. Yeah, great athletic move by Southron there.
Yeah, the ball's their friend now.
Yeah.
Up by 4 with 9:30 left. Every minute you choose makes it that much harder for Davis.
Definitely, clock is not Davis's friend right now. We'll see SNC start to be a little bit more patient. But Davis trying to push out there as much as possible. Some
That's a smart decision by Davis.
Great cut there by Jack Southron. Just can't handle that pass. A little bit inside, cuffed him almost. But just a great cut. We'll see if Davis connects with this one. That looks like number 3. That's going to be Will Richardson taking that, getting that pass off over to Joel French. Nick Southron on the defensive end. And we see UC Davis getting 2 of SNC's offensive midfielders stuck there on defense.
Yeah, Dubiak and Southron. It's a
great
positive
cut.
matchup.
Oh, wow. Great save there by Eddie Erickson. That was a solid cut from UC Davis. I believe that was Joel French on the feed.
That's the opportunity right there that Davis is looking for. They got to put that one away.
Yeah, and that was just an explosive play from goalie Eddie Erickson to make sure that ball didn't get past him. See a little bit of isolation now on the midfielders, and actually looks like 3 offensive midfielders. I see Cole Kennedy stuck out there as well, bumped up on Liam Condon.
Well, see if Davis can take advantage of this one.
Yeah. Good cut.
Bit of a force feed there.
SNC all over that one. And that would be Nicholas Lombardo grabbing that ground ball. Oh, great check there. That's Cole Kennedy on that check, and he will try and leg this one out.
So his clearing game today has been fantastic.
Connell Hart all over on the defense.
Oh, that's trouble.
Yeah. And a turnover. Great double team there by UC Davis. Running right into those defenders there. That's a tough play, tough time. Juan Carlos up on. Up top. Yep, he'll get that one all day. A little bit aggressive there from Juan Carlos, and SNC getting aggressive. Now going to be man down again with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is give Davis a reason to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
He's played great defense.
Yeah. Southern here, giving the alley. That's going to be, looks like number 12. That's Sam Doolittle with the ball now.
I don't understand this from Davis right now. You're down by 4 with 6 minutes left. You got to go to the goal. You got to flag down. It's a free possession. I know work for a good shot, but
yeah, there's a difference between being patient and being too patient. And great battle here. That's going to be another flag, and SNC will stop that possession. So we'll see 2 flags down, I believe on separate players.
I guess it worked out.
Yeah, right. With 6 minutes left, UC Davis looked to go 2 men up. Juan Carlos O'Neill and Ryan Simmons will sit down in the box. We have Joel French out there, Liam Condon. That would be Nicholas Lombardo. Great play from him today. Number 14, Nicholas Costa, as well as 17, Fordham Lee. And it looks like number 12, Sam Doolittle for the man-up unit for UC Davis. Being 2 men down is tough. Tough spot for the defense. Really good advantage for the offense there. If they work the ball around.
That's a great look.
Great look inside. Great shot off there. That's going to be Nicholas Lombardo on the shot.
Lombardo working, man. He's a good player.
Working a lot inside there. And we'll see how much time. It looks like SNC is getting ready to release. And Condon, just an overhand rip. Great shot there to put that one and bring the deficit back to 3. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's been a good little man-up opportunity for the Aggies, and just a nice rip from Condon. I don't think Erickson saw it at all.
Yeah, I don't think Erickson saw that one at all. So man down, biting SNC in the heels. We'll see if they can corral this face-off with Kevin Pham out there, I believe, going against David Uloa, who's been stellar all weekend. That would be David Aloha, number 15.
There's a great battle here by Pham and Aloha.
Yeah, we see Pham punching it out there for himself, and he'll look to go back to Cale Tuttle, who will look to clear. Good solid clear there into Danny Dubiak.
Yeah, Aggies are tired, man. So you can see it. It's tough for them to press out right now. They know they need to. They're trying, but it's hard.
Yeah, and we'll see SNC get fresh legs out here. Drew Horton been playing a lot of attack now out on the midfield. Connor Rideout out there, looks like at the attack position. And then we have Nick Southrun, Jack Southrun, Jake Caligari, as well as Cole Kennedy out there to round out this offensive unit.
Yeah, Davis doing their part. They're trying to force the officials' hands. They're pressing way out. And,
great save.
Yeah, this is a great save. Antonio, man, he's up to the task today.
Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, what'd they call?
I believe they're calling interference on the goalie stick. I don't know that Antonio had the ball, but it looked like the goalie stick got checked in that little scrum right there.
It was a great quick hand from Caligari.
It was. Oh, it's a big hit.
They'll throw another flag on that. Simmons, the freshman, getting the laundry tossed on him. He'll take a seat. In this game, getting a little bit chippy. Definitely in UC Davis's favor right now. We'll see this replay. She's coming in, looking like a bit of a high hit, and rightfully so. That flag was tossed. So Sierra Nevada going man down yet again. UC Davis bringing out the offensive unit, and we'll see Condon come back to this top right spot where he's been so comfortable. A goal yesterday and a goal already today. We'll see if they look for him specifically on this man up. Looks like he does want to step in.
Well, this is exactly what SNC didn't want to have happen. They're hanging around, now they're man up, and you're giving them a chance to claw within two.
Great pass inside and a nice find there, Joel French, and that was Nicholas Lombardo, number 9, putting that one in the back of the net and bringing the deficit back to 2. That's going to be 6-4 Sierra Nevada lead. And we see just a little bit of a slow rotation here, leaving the middle wide open. And a great finish by Lombardo, going high, looking low. And if you're Frank Rissaterritz, do you want to go quickly for these next couple, or settle down? You got 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Only two goal deficit now, and it looks like the Aggies are getting real pumped up on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you got plenty of time. You just got to get that first one, right? There's no 2-point shot in college lacrosse. So get that first goal and see what happens from there. So I think you got to be patient. And not to mention that, SNC is shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties.
Yeah.
And so if you're patient, who knows? Maybe you can get a goal and another penalty. Who knows? So you want to be smart with this. This first possession is going to be critical to their success, and it's that first goal that matters more than anything else.
Yeah, we'll see who can corral this face-off. We have Kevin Pham coming out for Sierra Nevada and David Ulloa, who's had a lot of success here. Kevin Pham having another great season, as Ponch mentioned earlier, fifth-year senior, doing it all this year. Him splitting time with Quinn Nicodemus and Brandon Berry, as well as Chandler Peck, all getting some face-off looks. But it looks as if Liam Condon will get this GB. Yeah, great face-off. Oh, can't corral that one. It looks as if Eddie Erickson is charging out to get this ball, but Cale Tuttle will pick that one up, and he'll get it out to Christian Bosley.
So, man, that's a game-changing opportunity right there for the Aggies. It's an unlucky break.
And Danny Dubiak will come out of the box and get this ball and touch it in the box.
Well, they got a matchup they like. Davis does. I mean, Piombo's probably one of their best cover defenders he can press out here.
Yeah, he definitely can. He's been playing less offense today than yesterday, and we know he has a motor. So we'll look to see if they press out with him to try and get this ball back. SNC kind of looking to be patient. The offense looking a little bit stagnant. We'll see what they end up doing with it. And Piombo pressing out. This is not what you want if you're Sierra Nevada having your man up top. That's a dangerous spot, and they're looking to lock off near side.
Yeah, they're pretty much sealed everywhere. They're really forcing the issue here.
Yeah, Danny Dubiak needing to get this ball away, and he does. He breaks away. Oh, and then throws it away. Unfortunately, that's a rough play.
It's a great play by Davis. 2:24 left. Still plenty of time to get two.
Yeah. Davis will look to clear. This looks like Joel French, I believe, bringing this ball up. And a great check there by Jake Caligari to just lodge that and get it back. He'll get it over to Cole Kennedy, who will touch this ball up.
Smartest decision he made right there was not pressing that transition opportunity and recognizing that killing a minute's more important than scoring a goal.
Yeah, with the lead 2, we're just under 2 minutes now. Davis looking to press out a little bit, down by 2. We see Cole Kennedy with the ball with Joel French guarding him. Definitely don't want to press the issue too much if you're Sierra Nevada. You got the possession. The referees have been pretty lenient today with the shot clock, but they look to be shutting off, especially near side. Sierra Nevada doing a good job of keeping this short pole on ball, but now it looks like they'll look to double.
I mean, this juncture you might as well just hold the ball. You're going to put it under a minute, even if you get a shot clock violation.
And Antonio stepping out. We see him stepping out to double the ball.
Yeah, I don't know how the officials haven't put the shot clock on yet.
I'm not sure either.
Davis is doing everything they're supposed to do.
And Connor Rideout getting a hands-free shot there. Assist from Jack Southron. Great vision there by Southron to find the open man. We'll see this replay right here. Southron just pushing this issue. And seeing Drew Horton and Connor Rideout, finding Rideout, and Rideout just playing his feet and letting one fly, the freshman doing what he needs to. And this is a big ground ball. There's a big face-off. Sierra Nevada up 7-4. 58 seconds left. Not out of the question for UC Davis to get some fast breaks, win some face-offs, and tie this game up very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, Davis has got to win this face-off and go right to the cooker. They don't have any time to waste.
We have Aloha back out there, as well as Nicodemus, and Aloha will win the draw.
Oh, I wonder what that call was. I thought they were going to call the Davis young man for playing with a free hand.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from up here, but call goes against Sierra Nevada.
Oh, here's Lombardo, this kid.
Takes the shot, and a flag down.
Yeah, it's going to be a late hit.
On Christian Bosley there. So Sierra Nevada will go man down again. 42 seconds left. And that's not what you want to see as a Sierra Nevada fan. We'll hope that being one man down will allow them to have a little bit better rotation. But UC Davis really finding their stride on the man-up offense this last time around. Lombardo having a great cut and a great look. Condon having a great goal earlier. We really know he can sling it. So they've done it all, outside shooting and then great cutting.
Yeah, we got another flag interference in the middle. It's going to be too little too late, though. They got to shoot the ball.
Yeah, working this one around. We only have 17 left. SNC really pressuring out. Looks like they'll look up to Condon. Condon will look for that shot.
Powers.
They'll pass it to the middle. Condon will pick it back up. And he'll look to shoot it.
That's the game.
And that's the game. Your WCLL Division II champions, yet again for 2018, are going to be your Sierra Nevada College Eagles in a tough 7-4 win over UC Davis Aggies. And just not enough time there for the Aggies. I thought they played a wonderful game. And Antonio in goal was stellar, and Dominic Piombo just really doing it all across the field. We saw Nicholas Lombardo, a lot of action from him, and just not enough time for them. Great game, great tough game, especially coming off an earlier season loss to this team, 20-3. It's nice to see them battle back and make this thing interesting. But like I said, just not enough time.
Very, very impressed with the UC Davis squad. They showcased a great game plan from Coach Russateritz, and they executed it very well, and they were right there up until the end. They should be really proud of their effort. And then, hats off to S&C, man. Those guys haven't lost a conference game since they joined the Division II 5 years ago. Won 5 straight titles now. And, it's tough being on top. You always get everyone's best effort, and they found a way yet again to get that W, and they're headed to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, so Sierra Nevada punching their ticket, but this UC Davis squad definitely going to be dangerous in the coming years. I'm only seeing 2 seniors on this roster that has made it to back-to-back WCLL Division II championship games. But again, your Sierra Nevada College Eagles winning the 2018 WCLL Division II held here at Rancho Cotati High School in Rohnert Park, and they'll be very excited to head down to or over to Salt Lake City for the MCLA National Championship.
Yeah, before we go, let's say a big thanks to NorCal Sports TV again. Dion and Kevin doing a tremendous job on this broadcast. And Jason here in the booth with us also doing a great job rolling this to you guys live. And couldn't be here without them. So big thanks to those guys. Thanks to Rancho Cotati High School for hosting the event. Coach Tori Hodling and Coach Jack Witt, Coach Buckley, and Coach Coomery. They have done a lot of effort to get their players out here, doing all the little things, chasing balls, setting up goals, backstops, all that stuff. It's great to see a local high school do so much for the local colleges teams here at Rancho.
Yeah, we're very happy to be able to host this. And another shout out we want to give is to 101 Lacrosse and Panchito Ojeda for the continued support and just wonderful attitude and willingness to bring the game and spread the game with great coaches throughout the Sonoma County and San Francisco area. Huge shout out to him and the 101 Lacrosse family. We'll see the trophy being brought out right now a little bit if we zoom back out. But we're going to let these Eagles bask in their win today. Let the PA announcer do his thing. But we will be back in about an hour and 15 minutes for the WCLL Division I championship game between Cal Poly and Cal. That'll be a very action-packed game. Very excited to see that one. So we will be picking you back up then. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Again, with NorCalSportsTV.com. So joining you back for just a quick second is Jack Witt. We're going to continue the live feed for the trophy ceremony. We see Sierra Nevada College posing out there for the continuation of the holding of that trophy, that WCLL Division II crown. And it looks like WCLL President Aaron Myers is going to present the trophy to Sierra Nevada College. And receiving the Dick Flory Division II MVP of the tournament, we have Eddie Erickson, the goalie for Sierra Nevada College. Great play out of Erickson, really keeping Sierra Nevada in this game, especially this second game here. Very deserving. I had the pleasure of playing with Erickson last year, and just a wonderful goalie. Really has a knack for seeing that ball and getting it out and understanding what a goalie's role is on the team. Now for the trophy presentation, we see Coach Todd Grimm, Coach Dylan Fangmeyer, Coach Lou Sardella, ready to receive this trophy along with all of the players. And there you have it. There we go. WCLL Division II champions are going to be your Sierra Nevada Eagles yet again. That's 3 years running. Still haven't lost the WCLL game in our program's history, so I'm glad we can bring that up to Tahoe. And if for those of you who tuned in late, my name's Jack Witt. I former alumni of Sierra Nevada College, so I apologize for any bias that may have shown out. But we're gonna wrap up here from beautiful Rohnert Park, California, here at Rancho Cotati Stadium, Rancho Cotati High School. Huge thank you to all our sponsors. Huge thank you to NorCal Sports TV.com for hosting these live streams, allowing myself, and Panchito Ojeda to come out and broadcast, get these guys some recognition, the recognition that they deserve. Big thank you to all the players, all the fans, and the parents making these games possible and supporting this wonderful sport that we have. So coming back to you at 2 o'clock, we'll have the Cal UC Berkeley game versus Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. That'll be the Division I championship matchup, and we'll be happy to bring you back here at 2 o'clock.